welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Hopefully you've all been having a wonderful time. So, when we've been doing these Final Fantasy XIV quest videos, we've kind of been doing this little quest line here, and we're at the next stage of it. Resolve regained. Tollus would immediately depart in search of his missing friend. I trust you are ready. We must depart at once. I only pray that we are not already too late. Our man said the caravan was waylaid not long after departing from Radiska's round, and that is where we'll begin our search. Let us make our way there with all speed. But yeah, could have been kind of enjoyable though. We'll have to finish up this quest line quick because, hopefully quickly, because we've got Moonfire Fair coming out, and I generally don't like breaking apart storylines, especially when it's like I don't really have any clear indication of which ones are tied together outside of this when I'm doing it, and I'm writing it down, keeping notes, uh, mainly because I've got no way of basically trying to track it down real well. Wait, I passed by it. It would seem that this was the site of the ambush. Sir Tolos, could this be Madame Fox? Tales of your valor in the battle against the seniors precede you. Full glad are we to have a hero such as you fighting for our cause. Enough with the pleasantries. How fair is the search effort? My apologies, Sir Tolos. We have found and led to safety all missing members of the caravan save one, the woodcutter Moal. According to the survivors, the young man was forced to flee in the opposite direction from the rest of the group. His precise whereabouts, sadly, remain unknown. Understood. The forest or the ruins nearby would seem the most logical destinations to hide and seek shelter. Let us split up and cover as much ground as we are able. I will make first for the Wolves of Shadow. I leave the forest to you. I suggest we sweep it from the south. Let us meet back at Radiska's round when we are through. Now I'll make for the Oswald Imperative and its vicinity. In the event he has wandered his way there, go in safety, my friends. But Moonfire Fair is always the one festival of Final Fantasy XIV that I always look forward to the most. It's always been the most interesting to me, I should say. There it is, on top of the rock. Nothing there. Stay back, fiend. Ah! Ptolus and Illusion. I thought it was going to be that senior senior for sure. My friends, how can I ever thank you? You are fortunate we found you when we did. Why in the God's name did you allow yourself to be separated from your companions? I do not know. It all happened so fast. The others, are they okay? Worry not, they are fine. For better or for worse, you were the only one to require your own private search party. But more important, look at you, Tola. Swing your blade like the brave warrior I've always known. Indeed, you can thank Illusion here for that. When the seniors came that day, I felt fear as I had never felt before. My pride as a warrior, the lives of the men under my command, all were consumed by a primal rage, primal urge for survival. And so, on that day, faced with my greatest test, with the chance to truly do my ancestors proud, I shrank from the challenge rather than rising to it, and have cursed myself every moment since. What I would not give to have that day over again. If I had stood with my men on the front lines, served as their shield, how many lives could I have saved? That one thought grabbed hold of my mind, it would not release its grasp. Since then, every time I faced an enemy, the image would appear in front of me. The image of me on that day, retreating to the rear as my men fought in vain against a horrible foe. Every time I so much as grasped the hilt of my blade, it would all come flooding back. The sight of my men falling, the spatters of blood, and the screams, always the screams. Ptolus. That day may never come, that I can fully forgive myself for my cowardice. But, in talking to Illusion, there's one thing I now understand. If I allow myself to be haunted by the shame and the specters of that day, I will only repeat the mistakes of the past. No, I must overcome my grief and my bitter regret and fight on, for the sake of those I still might yet protect. But I could not have accomplished that alone. No, I could not have accomplished it without you at my side. As I watched you fighting beside me with an unflinching sense of purpose, despite all the horrors you have seen, for the first time since the battle that day, my sword arm ceased trembling, and I felt a measure of peace. You have done more for me than you will ever know. For this, I thank you. Okay, well, I'm glad I could help. There's more I would say, but that can wait for another time. Maul, we should return to the imperative. Doubtless I was not the only one worried sick about you. You're more than welcome to join us, Illusion, if there's not somewhere else you might be. Very well then, let us be off. Many thanks again, Illusion. I very much hope to see you after. Well, it's good that I had a happy outcome. That's something to be proud of. Once again, allow me to express my most sincere gratitude for all you have done. Had you not come along when you did, I may very well have ended up dead before I ever regained the courage to fight. There's one more thing I realized reflecting on the matter. In my all-consuming desire to prove my valor and do my family proud, I lost sight of the most important reason that I fight. From today, I will put such lofty goals out of my mind, along with my past demons as best as I am able, and fight as best I can for those who need me today. You have taught me an important lesson today, both of you. That's right, I was wondering when you were going to get around to thanking the man who brought Illusion here from the Starium in the first place. Which reminds me, I have a delivery to make. Be safe, my friends, and thank you for everything. You as well. I will be forever grateful for all you have done. Should you ever need a respite from the road, you are always welcome at the Imperative. Though we can offer little else, I hope that you will honor us with your presence again one day. Okay, and that was Resolve Regained. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, along with many of our others. And hopefully we'll see you again at one of our many live streams or one of our other YouTube videos. It's only thanks to your guys' support that we can keep doing this. Well, I mean, not really. I would still do it either way. But, I mean, it does bring a little bit of joy, brings a little more will to my life, and getting these videos out there, I'm sure, brings at least, hopefully, some measure of joy to others. So, till next time, have a wonderful rest of your evening.